and there you have it. We will now get ready for our pregame show featuring the Battle of the Bulldogs tonight. Magnolia and Waller will get together. The Bulldogs of Waller are on top of the 5A Region 3 District 19 with a 4-0 perfect record, 1-0 overall in conference or district play. Technically, they are listed in third place because of points scored. They're behind Stratford and Brenham, but nonetheless, the Bulldogs are sitting on top of district with overall wins. They are taking on a Magnolia Bulldog team who are somewhat struggling. They're 0-4 and 0-1 in district play. I have with me to my right-hand side, Mr. Randy Allen. How you doing this evening, sir?
Good evening, Mike. I am doing great, man.
Doing great. We got some peanuts in our system and some water to wash it down. And it's
cracking some nuts. We've got some water.
Cracking notes, cracking jokes. And
that's right.
Really have a good time as the Waller Bulldogs and the Magnolia Bulldogs will do battle tonight, which is homecoming for the Magnolia Bulldogs. As they sprint out here on the field, we will get ready to let you know that tonight's broadcast is being brought to us by who, Randy?
Tonight, Mike, we have Galileo's Mexican Grill in Patterson. Their number is 979-865-1906. The Learning Tree Daycare Center in Hempstead. Their number is 979-826-4703. We also have Green Lawn Care by James Lidke. Quality service with a quality value. 979-277-2145. Also, we have Armor Industries with Joey Parker on Highway 290 Business Road is 936-372-1234. And also the Varsity Grill in Waller off of FM 2920 at 936-372-9115. Larry's Automotive off of FM 362 in the Waller and Field Store area. We have the Temple of Refuge Ministries at 45372 Old Highway 290 in Prairie View. We have the Waller Bulldog Club, which is the Waller ISD Booster Supporters. And we have the Hempstead Theater in Hempstead. And Friday at 7:30 is going to be showing The Equalizer with Denzel Washington at 979-826-2981. Also, Attorney Lee Van Richardson, serving in Hempstead at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead at 979-826-8008. And also San Bernard Electric Cooperative, the Field Store office at 29244 on FM 1488.
Well, thank you very much, Randy. As we get ready for tonight's battle between the Bulldogs will be in their visiting white tops, maroon bottoms, white helmet. Magnolia has changed their helmet look with the silver helmets, maroon tops with the white bottoms as the teams meet in the center of the field. They're shaking hands as they get ready for the toss. We'll have that coming in just a moment. Last week, Waller Bulldogs had a easy time, if you will, as they were victorious over Springwoods during their homecoming bid, 62-20. And Randy, I might add, you did a fine job standing in, having to stand solo. Brenham Cubs were victorious over Tomball Memorial, 35-12. Magnolia lost to Stratford, 21-7, and we had Tomball falling to Magnolia West by the score of 53-29. Tonight's matchups look as Stratford will be at Tomball. Tomball Memorial will be at Springwood. And we have Magnolia West taking on Brenham. So after tonight, there will be some little more understanding, I should say, about how things are going to set up as the Bulldogs of Waller will be going from our right to left. And we do know for a fact that it will be a Bulldog, so we can't mess that up tonight.
That's right.
It's just a matter of we got the right names and numbers called. So sit back, relax, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready. The Bulldogs have won the toss, and they will be receiving first. It looks like back deep for the Bulldogs is number 21, Derek Wright.
Yeah, it looks to be going to be a very interesting game tonight. Like you said before, we do know that a Bulldog is going to be victorious tonight.
And the kick is on the way, retrieved at the 5-yard line, going across to the 20. Got a big lane, still jumping through, and finally gets tackled down around the 41-yard line, and the Bulldogs of Waller will take over right there.
Good job by DeAndre Blackshear. Got the ball in the air about the 5-10-yard line there. Got a nice block from his outside guy and hit a nice little seam right up the numbers on the far side of the field there. He gets all the way out to the 40-yard line.
Well, they're going to spot him right at the 40-yard line. Should be a good sign to see how the Bulldogs respond here in the early going of this contest.
Yeah, it looks to be going to be an interesting evening.
So the Bulldogs lined up in the spread formation. There is going to be a keeper by Tyron Taylor. He gets to the outside corner, and he's already across the 50, downside the 40, and he's finally pushed out of bounds after picking up a Bulldog first down.
Beautiful play there. That's zone read. They had Eric Wright, number 22, was on Tyron's right. Just read the play, got one shoulder, pulled it, got outside, got a good block by the outside receiver. Looked like Cameron Rape out there blocking for him, and a nice stiff arm as he just shoved that guy right in the grass.
Pickup of 20 yards. The ball is at the 40-yard line. Bulldogs looking with the spread formation again. Pistol now. And there's going to be another read. This time given to the back. And getting close to a first down was Eric Wright. He's going to be down to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, looks like the same play there, Mike. Just a zone read. He gave it to Eric this time. Eric wearing number 22. And nice blocking for a good 8-yard pickup.
Bulldogs have been very impressive this early start of the season. 4-0, looking to go 5-0 for the first time in a long time. As they come out now, Tyron Taylor takes it, keeps it himself. He gets across the first down marker down to the 25, and that will be another Waller first down.
Yeah, that almost kind of looked like a mix-up in the play right there. But then again, could have been just a little 12 ISO there where he's trying to get right up the middle there, right behind the center. Good play, though. Nice pickup. Got a first down. Ball's right in the middle of the field.
So the Bulldogs starting off at their 40-yard line. This will be play number 4, and they've had 3 first downs to match. Well, 2 first downs to match as there's a delayed give to Wright again, and he's going to be stopped after gaining only about a yard on that one. And it'll bring up second down for Waller Bulldogs.
Yeah, just that's one of those real slow developing plays right there that you really have to wait for all the linemen to get in place there. And that on that particular play, that defense was able to get in the gap there for only a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they were generous on that spot too.
Yeah, they really were, because that old boy hit him right on the line.
Pistol formation again for Waller to take, and there is going to be a give again to Wright, and Wright this time is actually stopped for what appears to be a loss.
Yeah, lined Eric up on the left side this time, trying to go the other way with the zone read, and Magnolia's defense is stiffening up a little bit here.
So it will be 3rd down and 10 for the Waller Bulldogs. The ball is at the 25-yard line, 9 minutes and 42 seconds here in the opening drive. Pistol formation. Tyron Taylor takes it down. He's going to try to run, and he is stopped. A big tackle. It looks like number 57 for Magnolia. Well, there's no 57 listed for Magnolia.
There's not.
But that was a big defensive stand.
Yeah, it was a good play by the linebacker. Again, it looked they kind of set up the throw, draw play. Just a good play by the linebacker there for 3-yard loss there.
So the Bulldogs are going for it. 4th down and 12 from the 27-yard line. Tyron Taylor looks. He throws across the middle. That ball is complete, and it's a first down. That looks like, was that Wes Campbell or Cameron Rape? Okay, Rape with the reception on a simple slant route.
Yeah, what a great fourth down play. Good play action. I think everybody knew they were going to pass it. They're not going to try to run and pick up that much, but a good play action pass. Cameron read just a simple inside post route right there. Ball was right on the money. Cameron makes the play, gets the first down.
So the Bulldogs have the ball at the 14-yard line. Double pistol look now for Taylor. He takes it. He keeps it himself on the option read. Shakes one defender. Gets down inside the 10. Still spinning. A flag is down. He's at the 9-yard line.
Yeah, good. Just another zone read. Tyron keeps the ball. Reading that opposite side defensive end there. Keeps the ball. So let's see what the flag is going to be. Looks like it's going to be holding against the Bulldogs, and they're going to mark that from the infraction, which is actually about 2 yards. No, they're going to mark it from where the ball was spotted now. So when he lose 10 yards on the penalty, we're not going to lose it down, but 10 yards is enough.
10 yards is enough, especially when you're playing this Magnolia Bulldog team. And one thing about this district, and we'll get a chance to talk about it a little bit later on, with the realignment, I like it that it's close in travel, but it rejuvenates some old rivalries that it seems to get gotten away.
Sure does, and you're right about that. It definitely reduces on travel.
Ball is at the 24-yard line. Taylor looks, he throws, and that ball was behind the intended receiver. And
Daniel Nieto is trying to throw to on the outside. He just stuck it in there and pulled it out. Looks like they're trying to run a little pigtail route there. And like you say, the ball is a little bit behind him. If he'd have got him on that outside shoulder, he's got just enough speed to where I think he might have been able to break a tackle and get a little yardage, but the pass not quite on the money.
So the spread look now for the Bulldogs. There's a give to Eric Wright running to the right side, running through, down close to the original line of scrimmage. Good hard run again by Wright.
Yeah, good job. It's the opposite of the zone read where they fake the pass and then give the ball. So Eric did a good job of breaking a tackle at the line of scrimmage as he was able to pick up about 7 yards on the play to at least get to the 15-yard line.
So it's going to be third down and about 13 for the Bulldogs to get a first down. This is the 11th play of the drive to start at their 40-yard line. Tyron Taylor takes it, running to the right side. Got a block in between the tackles, almost to the first down marker, and another strong run by Taylor.
Yeah, great run right there. Had some good blocking outside. Had some good blocking by his receivers on the outside edge. He's able to run through one arm tackle there, and he's going to be about a yard short, but outstanding run right there just to get up in there and to make this at least an option to go for it on fourth.
Yes, sir, and there's no doubt they're going to go for it if they went for it on 4th and 12. Fourth down again. Tyron Taylor underneath center, power eye look, an early movement on the Bulldogs of Waller, and that may be the second penalty of the night and of this drive against Waller.
Yeah, I believe that changes their mind there. Illegal procedure, had a couple of different linemen on the left side with movement before the ball. So they do bring out the field goal team. So we're lining it up. Looks like we're going to have about a 26-yard field goal attempt. Giovanni Bazan, Daniel Nieto is the holder. Everybody's lined up and ready. The snap is back and good. The ball is up. Right down the middle. Giovanni Bazan is right down the middle with it. So, Mike, you want to try to score a touchdown every time you get inside the red zone, but we also know that it's not always possible, and you at least want to come away with something, right?
Exactly. You come away with
something.
I
don't want you to get on your horse like you were a couple of weeks ago about long drives and no points.
Hey, well, you know how it goes. I'm just passionate about it, man. Sometimes you just got to take what's offered up to you. And the Bulldogs get that with Bazan getting the field goal with 6 minutes and 49 seconds. The Bulldogs of Waller take an early 3-0 lead as they will get ready now to get on the defensive side. Back deep, it looks like for Magnolia is number 4, Cole McGowan. And it looks like McGowan and number 2, Xavier Nero, will be back there sharing the duties. Waller Bulldogs strike Pater with a 26-yard field goal by Mr. Bazan.
Yeah, good job. Good job by the offense on the opening drive as they go all the way. They actually had good field position starting at the 40, but you like to see them get points on the board when they have the ball.
Exactly. So the kick is lined up, and a high, short kick retrieved at the 25-yard line. and gets up to the 30. That's where Magnolia will take over. Looks like 6:45 on the clock.
Got somebody down. Derek Wright had a clean shot at the ball carrier and just ran right by him as if nothing happened. And then on the tackle, there was a Waller Bulldog wrapped up around him, and a teammate came to do a little cleanup action, and I believe it was a teammate-to-teammate contact there. So he is
being tended to.
I think he may have his bell rung a little bit.
Yeah, as the old song say, you can ring my bell. He is sitting up right now. We don't have a number.
I believe that's DeAndre Blackshear.
So as Blackshear goes down, we do want to remind you that the Hempstead Theater is located at 740 12th Street in Hempstead, Texas. They are open. They've just done some remodeling at the place, and it's a great place to watch a movie without all the hustle and the bustle of the city.
Big city.
Go out there in Waller County, right there in Hempstead, Texas, as they give Blackshear a hand as they escort him off the field. That's a good sign to see. What they have, The Equalizer, starring Denzel Washington, and you can check it out 7:30 on Friday nights. They have movie times also at 6 o'clock and 8:30 on Saturday, and on Sunday afternoons at 2 and 4:30. For more information, you can give them a call at 979-826-2981. So Magnolia will come now as they will get their first possession of the night. And they're showing the double pistol look right now, almost like a wing T, but from the spread formation. What is that? And there is a give to the back in the tailback position. Looks
good job by Cameron right there on the defense as he's able to knife in there, keep it only to a 2-yard pickup there by the Magnolia Bulldogs.
Jacob Frazier is the quarterback for Magnolia. It will be second down and about 7 for Magnolia. There is going to be another keeper. A give this time to the back and picks up another positive gain.
That's number 64 there for the Bulldogs. I believe that's Zach Day in there with a good tackle. I know it's about a 5-yard pickup there. We're going to have about 3rd and 3.
Xavier Nero is the tailback for Magnolia. There's a pitch to Nero, run to the right side. He cuts through the lane, still on his feet, and he stumbles across the 45-yard line for Magnolia's first down of the night.
Yeah, a little toss sweep action there by the Magnolia Bulldogs as they're able to get the edge. Had a really good block by their receiver on the outside edge there to give him the corner.
So we'll see how Magnolia responds to Waller's first possession. 12 plays, ended up with 3 points. Now the shotgun look. There's a give to Nero running straight up the gap, down finally at the 40-yard line after he picks up another 15 yards and a Magnolia first down.
Yeah, big hole right there for him to run through. Defense really needs to step up right here. It would behoove the Bulldogs of Waller to try not to let them score in this opening drive.
So now they're running a no-huddle. There's another give to Nero, and he is definitely going to be the driving force for the Bulldogs as he was manhandled that time by Mr. Ray.
Cameron Ray really filling the hole right there, doing a great job. That's a good form tackle. It's one of the things you rarely see these days, but that was a good form tackle. He put his face mask right in the middle of his chest and got down and drove him backwards.
Second down and 8 for Magnolia, 4:48. And there's a give this time to the fullback and got a big hole running, still on his feet, stumbling, finally hit. Picks up a big first down inside the 20-yard line, and that was number 28, Lance Lowry.
Yeah, that's just good blocking. You could see once he got that edge over there that he had a lot of green grass to run on. There wasn't a whole lot of defensive play there.
Timeout is taken on the field by Waller Bulldogs. It will be at the 16, 17-yard line. More like the 17-yard line. As we want to give a shout-out to Benny May. Well, they called timeout, but then they let him go right back into it.
They sure didn't give it.
So now we still have the triple wing look from the pistol formation. There's a keeper by the quarterback, and it's going to be very minimal gain. It looked like there might have been a wildcat position.
Yeah, it was. And they had 3 lead blockers on that, and I don't know how they got in there to make that tackle. That's Adam Croy got through all of that to keep it to a minimum gain of only 2 yards as Adam got in there and made a really good tackle on the running back there.
So it will be third down. We're in the first quarter, 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Second down. Underneath center now is the quarterback, Frazier. Tight formation. Man now coming in motion from the far side. There's a give to Nero. Nero running right up the middle. Another tough run for Magnolia's running back.
Yeah, good job. Derek Wright is in on that front line right there, and as he was going by, Derek was able to reach out and grab a handful of jersey to slow him down enough to make a tackle on that. So good job being able to fight off the block there and make a play.
So Magnolia now will have third down, and we'll call it 5 yards, 3 minutes remaining. In motion, lining up now in a far pro-style look. And there's another give to Nero running to the left side. Deep penetration by Waller.
Good job. I believe that's Zach Day getting off the block and getting a little penetration there, slowing him up just enough to get some support from his teammates as they're only able to pick up 1 yard. So they really put themselves in a good situation right here as Magnolia will have a 4th and 4.
4th down and 4. It looks like Magnolia is going to go for it. The ball is at the 12-yard line. And this will be the first test for the Waller Bulldogs on tonight. Tight formation, power eye look. Lowry underneath center. Man now goes in motion. Double tight end set. Receiver now coming. Oh, there's movement. Looks like that's all that Magnolia was trying to do was draw Waller off, and it may have worked.
It's going to be an interesting call here, Mike. They did snap the ball. I believe they're going to get the call here. But the left tight end was actually going out in a pass pattern right there as they were able to draw the Waller Bulldogs off sides, and that is going to give them a first down.
So it will be the 4th first down on this drive, and technically this will be play number 10 coming up for Magnolia.
Well, hopefully the bend but don't break defensive theory will come into play here.
Ball at the 6-yard line. There's a give to Nero on the outside corner. He fights his way towards the goal line, and that, my friend, was a very nifty run. 6-yard touchdown run by the running back, Xavier Nero.
Yeah, there was a lot of people out there blocking for him, and almost had a really good play by the left cornerback there as he was able to almost make a play there, but just missed him as he was able to get the outside edge. So the extra point team is on. The snap is back. The kick is up and good. So we're going to have the Magnolia Bulldogs with 1:41 left in the first quarter, leading 7-3. With, I'll tell you what, Mike, this is 2 possessions, 2 being points put on the board, but with 1:41 left in the quarter, this thing has really rolled on past.
Yes, sir. As a matter of fact, that was a 5-minute, 4-second drive for Magnolia, which consumed 10 plays and covered 70 yards. So both teams are making statements here earlier. Right now, the early vantage point is to Magnolia because they got the touchdown instead of settling for the field goal, which is a big 4th down drawn on the offsides against Waller.
And, you know, I believe so far that you could say pretty convincingly that the Waller Bulldogs pretty much have shot themselves in the foot just by their own penalties and mistakes.
Matter of fact, Waller has 3 penalties for 20 yards against them in the first quarter.
So
Magnolia is ready to line up and kick off. Looks like who we got kicking off. Is that number 88? Mr. Michael Tannis. He lines up from the 40. He gets a high, short pooch kick. That ball bounces on the ground and is picked up at the 32-yard line. And it looks like Wes Campbell, again, there's a flag thrown as Campbell gets up to about the 30-yard line.
Derek Wright got that ball. They had a block on the back. They're gonna march that ball 10 yards back from where it is marked there. As I saw that block there, I knew it was going to happen.
We call you Hawkeye because you see everything.
Man, I wish I had the eyes of a hawk. Those guys.
We wouldn't need these bifocals anymore.
Wouldn't it be neat to really know how well they could see?
Yeah, it would, even if it was just for a day.
Oh, man.
But if once you get it, you probably want it forever, right?
Oh, isn't that the truth?
At least as long as you're here.
I could see that little bitty bug crawling around down there on the grass.
Well, that pushes the Bulldogs back to the 15-yard line where they'll take over. Ball is on the left hash mark as they're going from right to left. Tyron Taylor takes it and gives it to Wright. Wright will be met after gaining maybe a yard.
Yeah, zone read play again as Eric was on Tyron's right coming across. Just gave it to him. There's not a whole lot of running room right there. Once the Waller Bulldogs got down here inside the 25, they've really turned their defensive up a little bit. So hopefully the offense will be able to overcome some early adversity.
Coming up on 1 minute left, spread look now for Waller. Tyron Taylor takes it. He keeps it himself, and he's going to be slung down behind the field, behind the line of scrimmage, I should say, as he will lose a couple more yards.
He's going to lose about 3 on that, if not 4.
That looks like number 44, Mason Highsmith, on the tackle for Magnolia.
Yeah, really good defense by the Magnolia Bulldogs there. It's almost like they are running a spy now with one of the linebackers spying Tyron. Wherever he goes, he's going to be there.
Yes,
I don't know if that's for sure what they're doing, but that's kind of looked like what they've been doing.
That's one of the key factors as we get down now with 15 seconds, 3rd down and 13. Taylor looks, he's going to run it again, and there's that spy, as you mentioned earlier, being held up by the Bulldogs. Number 3, Bobby Baker, holding on for dear life as the kicking unit will have to come. But before we do that, that is going to take us to the end of the first quarter of play where the Magnolia Bulldogs are on top of the Waller Bulldogs in the battle of the Bulldogs here in Magnolia, Texas, on homecoming night 2014 for Magnolia. Magnolia up 7-3. Mike Prince and Randy Allen. Randy, give us a summary of your first quarter action.
Well, 2 good drives by both teams. The Waller Bulldogs only come out of theirs with 3 points. They have a holding penalty that really cost them, and then a illegal procedure call down inside their 15-yard line that cost them. The Magnolia Bulldogs did not have any penalties and were able to get the Bulldogs to jump off sides at a crucial point during their drive. So give the momentum to the Magnolia Bulldogs. And, they've got a little extra to play for tonight, it being homecoming, and so there's a little bit more fire in their stove right now than there is the Waller Bulldogs.
Yes, sir. As Waller gets ready to punt to start this second quarter off, back deep at his own 48-yard line, couldn't quite make out his number, as the kick is a high, short kick, and it does take somewhat of a Waller Bulldog bounce. And that ball will be actually down at the 42-yard line of Waller.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad kick by Nieto. Wasn't a great one, but it wasn't a bad one by any means. Because, at least they're able to get a little breathing room. But this is going to be a very important series for both teams.
They're actually going to say the ball was at the 43-yard line. And There's a spread look now for Magnolia. The keeper by Frazier. He tried to pick his way through the line, and he will be stopped for a very minimal gain.
Yeah, just a quarterback lead there by Frazier. It's a good job by the defensive linebackers right there, getting in and stopping them for no gain.
So Bulldogs line up with three receivers to the left side. Neo goes in motion. There's a quarterback draw keeper, and Frazier running, spinning, down close to the first down as he gets hit at the 36-yard line. And it will be approximately third down and about 3 for Magnolia.
Yeah, a good thing. I kind of don't mind seeing Magnolia in a spread type of offense. It's going to be kind of interesting to see how they do this. So now there's going to be a give this time to Nero, trying to get to the outside corner. He's pursued and tackled. He may have gotten 2 yards, and it will be fourth down and decision time now for the Magnolia Bulldogs, led by Coach Sterling Dottie. Yeah, oh, they're definitely going to go for it. They think they've got momentum, and
it is homecoming.
Yeah, it's homecoming, and they're at the 35-yard line on the near hash, so they're close to their sideline. Let's hope the Bulldogs can get a good stop right here.
So here it is, fourth down, double pistol look. There's a give to Nero, the deep back. He cuts to the left side. He's got a big gap. He runs down inside the 20, spins, makes a defender miss, down inside the 5-yard line, and another strong run by Nero for over 30 yards.
Yeah, good run right there. And that right there is a little pistol look by the Magnolia Bulldogs, a little zone read. Nero's a pretty good-looking little tailback right there, and he was able to get to the edge there, and there wasn't a whole lot of defense outside there to stop him.
If you look at it, you wonder how this team is 0-4 by the way they're performing on tonight.
Yeah, you got a point there.
First down at the 5-yard line. Magnolia going from right to left. Receiver there's early movement. The tight end got a little excited, and that is actually the first penalty against
Magnolia. And we may be seeing just a small crack in the armor.
Uh-oh.
Let's see how this develops. This is going to be interesting here because, they're in 4-down territory.
Yes, sir.
Although they've probably got a pretty decent kicker.
Well, you would think, though, but when you're on the other end over here, even though you did get the touchdown, he went for it on fourth down over here, so we never can tell. Back to action. Power eye look. Receiver now coming in motion. There's going to be a give to Nero, running right up the middle, down to about the 8-yard line.
Good job by Bradley Zika there, reading that, getting off of a block. Bradley's playing the middle linebacker position. He's the quarterback for the defense here at that middle linebacker position, and got in there and made a good tackle. Looks like they did gain about 1.5 yards, maybe 2 yards, Mike. So
Frazier now comes from the sideline to get his assignment from the coaching staff. They're going to have a tight look underneath center. Power set look. Fullback comes in motion. Now the tight end. There's another flinch. It looked like that may have been,
I believe they're going to call a timeout.
Timeout is called. So with 9:46 left here in the second quarter play, this game is rolling right along, Randy, as Magnolia is on top by the score of 7-3.
It is moving right along. It's a little bit different than what we're used to seeing the last 3 weeks.
Yes, sir. We've been seeing the wing tee, misdirections, and a whole bunch of scoring.
We've seen a lot of football the last 3 weeks and a lot of points on the board. By this time last week, Waller had already put 35 on the board.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
As we had an off week the week before, and we covered the Hempstead Bobcats, we had already seen 40-something points put on the board.
The kickoff was returned for a touchdown.
Man.
Well, I want to let you know, man, this has definitely been a breath of fresh air and a joy to have you on board with us here at the Open Mic. And we look forward to the continued growth, man, as I believe we might be brothers from a different mother as we get closer to each other.
It's been a great time, and I've been having a good time, and hopefully getting a little bit better as the weeks come along. So let's just keep on rolling.
So the Bulldogs come out of timeout. 2 receivers to the far right side. Pistol look. There's going to be a give to Nero. He runs in and left for another. Looks like a touchdown.
That was close, wasn't it?
Yes,
he gets down to the 3-inch line, I believe. If he was just stopped short.
Wow.
Yeah, I agree with you. It looked like he was in, but they mark it. That's not even a 3-inch line there.
No, sir.
The way they've got the ball marked, it looks like his nose is already over the goal.
It's right. If this would be a quarterback keeper, to me, it seems like
Obviously.
a no-brainer. Lined up tight, or the Magnolia Bulldogs. Lowry is underneath center. 9:05, and that's going to be a keeper, and that will be a touchdown for Magnolia. With 9:01 here in the second quarter play, officially that will be considered a 1-yard TD run.
Right.
For the Magnolia Bulldogs quarterback number 8, Mr. Lowry.
Yeah, good.
I'm sorry, not Mr. Lowry, it's Frazier. I'm sorry. Jacob Frazier.
Well-executed drive there. The snap is back for the extra point. Kick is good. There's nothing wrong with that kid's leg.
And don't look now.
They're going for the kill, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Homecoming night, 0-4. You've got nothing to lose.
Don't look now, but the Bulldogs of Waller are trailing by 11 with 9:01 before the half. Now, what's going to be a key factor for Waller is how they respond on this drive.
Yeah.
The last time they had basically a 3-and-out. They got the big opening drive, 12 plays, consumed a lot of time off the clock, but they had to settle for the field goal. A couple of key penalties slowed the drive down, and so now Waller will have to come back and counter this momentum that's been built up by Magnolia.
Yeah, it's going to be very important to see a good offensive output on this particular drive, like you say, just to try to stomp out some of the momentum that the Magnolia has built up here for, the whole game, actually.
Yes, sir.
You know, other than the opening drive, it's been all Magnolia, so defensively and offensively.
Right now, the neutralizer for Magnolia would have to be Xavier Nero, the nifty little senior running back for Magnolia.
Yeah, very impressive so far. Of course, I'm looking down there at the line. Those linemen down there are some big old boys.
Yes, sir. They do not miss any meals. I can guarantee you that. The kick is off, retrieved at the 11-yard line, and getting across and hit. Oh, my goodness, what a big hit that was by the cover team, Mr. Mason Bowman, senior linebacker for Magnolia, to stop. Was that right?
That was Cameron Shannon with the return. He caught the ball right about, I would say, about the 15-yard line. The return's at about 8 yards, and it was like he never saw him.
No, sir. It was
eyes in the headlights. Where did this guy come from?
So Waller takes over at the 23-yard line. Tyron Taylor coming out. Bulldogs going from left to right. He takes the snap, rolls to his left, throws out in the flat, and that ball is incomplete.
The pass intended for Evan Herzog. He just a little rollout action to the left there, and Evan had not come out of his break, but that ball was well behind him. So I don't know if that was a miscommunication in the routes or exactly what happened there, but he would have given him a chance to stop. He was actually open. So this is going to be interesting to see if anything changes as far as philosophy for the Bulldogs.
2nd down and 10, 3 receivers to the left side, and Taylor takes it, keeps it himself, runs directly up the middle, spins off a defender, gets close to a first down. That was just pure determination that time by Taylor.
Yeah, very good right there by Tyron. That's a design quarterback run right there. They're just taking that ball right up the middle. Picked up 9 yards, so we're going to have –
woo! I just killed a massive mosquito. Blood enough for
a vampire.
Yes, sir. So it's 3rd down and 1. Bulldogs trailing by 11, 14-3. 3 receivers to the left. Taylor takes it and gives it to right, running through defenders. all down to the 45-yard line, and that's a first down for Waller.
Yeah, good, strong run by Eric. That's the strongest run he's made so far tonight. A good effort from him as he literally ran over one defender as he was being hit by another one, and it took two of them to take him down. So that's good to see that fire get lit up in Eric Wright there.
So it will be first down and 10. 7:49 remaining before the half. Pistol look for the Bulldogs. Another give this time to Wright, running to the left side, and he'll pick up maybe another 3 yards.
Yeah, zone read, running back over the left side of the line. Again, slow developing play, and defense is able to react in time and keep that run to a minimum.
I do want to remind you we have another broadcast going on. It's just probably got kicked off. Royal is hosting Liberty. You can listen to that game by dialing 724-444-7444, code 134280 as we get ready to go back to action here. And there is another run. What a hard run down across the first down marker as the Bulldogs.
Great run by Tyron Taylor there. He's getting a little fired up right there. And that's just
a little fired
up. Hard run right there as you're breaking tackles and fighting for extra yardage. He did a great job to get enough yards for the first down and get a little extra. So good job of moving the chains there for Tyron.
So the ball is at the 43-yard line of Magnolia, 6:45. Spread formation for the Bulldogs. There's another give to Wright, and Wright is upended, and he's tackled by Matthew Moore and a host of Magnolia Bulldogs.
Yeah, lucky just to get back to the line of scrimmage there.
They actually gave him a yard.
Yeah, I think they were very generous with the spot there.
We'll take that one.
Absolutely.
Pretty good turnout tonight here for Magnolia as it's homecoming 2014. One thing about these teams mirror each other in logo or mascot and colors, school colors. Back to action. There is going to be a give to Wright. Wright running downhill. He gets across the 40 down to about the 37-yard line as they get closer to a Bulldog first down.
Yeah, Eric on a little quick hitter there. Looks like on a lead run right there. Had a lead blocker there trying to get up in the yardage. He hit that hole a little bit harder, so that helps out when he's able to get up in there a little bit quicker.
So it's going to be about third down, about 4.5, close to 5 yards. Since we're for Waller, we'll say 4.
Yes, sir, we are.
5 minutes.
We're probably in 2-down territory.
Yes, sir. 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. 3 receivers to the left side. There's a give to Right, running straight down, running through defenders, down inside the 25-yard line. First down for Eric Wright.
Great run. Another great run by Eric. He's showing what he's made of right here, Mike. I mean, it's so hard to tackle that guy.
He runs like he's mad.
He does. I love seeing that.
Here's the formation. A give again to Right. Running to the right side. Makes a defender miss. Runs through with one other. Down to the 15, and that's almost another Bulldog first down.
Yeah, good getter. At least 8 yards there. Bulldogs are going straight to the line of scrimmage. Trying to limit the substitutions on the defense here.
But now the Bulldogs going no huddle. And there's going to be a keeper by Tyron Taylor going to the outside corner. He hits off a defender down towards the goal line. It will be enough for a first down. Picks up about 12 yards on the run.
Yeah, good run by Tyron there. You knew that was going to be coming as they've been feeding the ball to Eric there for 5 or 6 plays. And you know Tyron's going to get his carries in, so he pulls that one. Good, tough run right there. That's a good 1-2 punch right there. They're
so the
really
Bulldogs
developing.
Coming out the huddle, Tyron Taylor underneath center, balls at the 3-yard line. He takes it and keeps it himself, running to the left side. And they're going to give him maybe a yard.
Yeah, he didn't get a whole lot on that keeper. Maybe a little far out for that. I'm not sure if he calls that himself or if that's a play from the sideline or exactly what that is. That was from at least 3 yards out. And
yes, sir.
He may have gotten a yard.
Second down and 2, goal to goal. Power eye look now for Waller. There's going to be a give to Right. Right running to the right side. Touchdown.
Nobody home.
Waller.
good fullback. That's a tailback lead right there, right up the right side right there. Eric just kind of bounced it out to the outside just enough to there wasn't really anybody there. They had it so jam-packed down in the middle. So a good response by the Bulldogs. That's exactly what we were looking for.
Yes, sir.
Out of them on this drive. Just under 4 minutes left. So if they play this just right, there's a possibility they can get the ball back.
The PAT is good. And with 3:51 before the half, Waller trails Magnolia by the score of 14-10. But what an impressive response by Waller.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, we needed that in a bad way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
To get back into this thing and just to get our own fire back in us. I think there's gonna be a lot more of that right there. I don't see how Magnolia is going to be able to stop that as long as they keep that up.
Well, we got to find a way to stop Xavier Nero as well.
You got a very good point there, too.
But one thing about it, this game is flying by. That's the fifth possession, and we have 3 minutes and 51 seconds. And Waller has had the ball 3 times, and this is going to be the third time that Magnolia has had it. And that's a lot of time being consumed. So these guys are going to have to almost be strategic with each time they have the ball.
Yeah.
They got to get something out of it.
Right. You're exactly right. Every possession except for one so far has produced points.
Yes, sir.
So.
Yes, sir. I don't know about you, man, but these are fun. These are fun to do. And we get ready for this kickoff. High short kick by Waller, retrieved at the 23-yard line for Magnolia, trying to get to the corner. Looks like that was number 28 again, Mr. Lance Lowry.
Good coverage by the Bulldogs there. That's 14. That's Christian Stubblefield down there getting in on the play, and it looked like number 30, who is Mitchell Smith, getting down on special teams, doing a good job of getting coverage. They caught the ball inside the 30, maybe about the 25 maybe, and only got about 5 yards on the return. So that's good coverage.
So the ball is right in the center of the field. Magnolia coming out, double pistol look. Frazier takes it. He rolls out, gives it to Nero. Nero makes a nifty move, making defenders miss, running over a defender close to a Magnolia first down.
Yeah, a good nifty run. This is a good athletic kid right here. Cornerback did a really good job of turning that back in, but the offensive line and other blockers for the Magnolia Bulldogs had the line sealed off so well that there wasn't a whole lot there to stop him.
Looked like we got a quarterback change. Number 14, Jacob Smith, is handling the quarterback duties now for Magnolia. Smith looks back. He throws to his right. That ball is caught, and a first down across the 40-yard line. A big, impressive throw by Jacob Smith.
Yeah, very good. I think that's why they've made the change. I think Jacob is more of a throwing quarterback. With the time they have left right here, I think that's what they're wanting to do here.
So we'll be first down at the 37-yard line. There's a Gil Nero running right up the gut. He powers over a couple of defenders as he gets down into the 34-yard line. And Magnolia is showing some resilience themselves.
They're coming right back at them. There's no doubt. Defense is definitely going to have to step it up.
So we're coming up now close to halftime, 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining as Magnolia takes it. There's a flag thrown. There's a give to Nero, and he's wrapped up, lost about 3 yards on that great penetration.
Great job by Zach Day, man. Able to slip a block there and get into the backfield about 4 yards deep. Gets a handful of jersey, and young man does not let go of that jersey.
But he had a bulldog grip.
He did, man. He had some claws dug into that jersey and was not going to let go. That's a good play. Not sure they're talking to the Magnolia coaches, but I believe they're going to call it against them. And if I'm coach, I'm going to decline that and take the loss of play.
And so, you get the loss of the play and the loss of the down, too. So
exactly.
you don't want to give them any extra downs with 2 minutes and 39 seconds remaining before the half.
the Magnolia coach is looking a little upset, and they are conferring with, looks like, Coach Wright on the far side. So a good defensive play really pays off right here. They said offsides, and it was declined, but they can't have offsides and go against them.
Unless they would line up in the neutral zone. It could have been offline.
But they wouldn't. They would be going the other way.
Well, who knows? Maybe they were lined up.
So, yeah, I think it was illegal procedure. He gave the wrong.
Magnolia.
Yes, it was.
We got the loss. It's third down. 3 receivers to the left side now. Jacob Smith in the shotgun position. Nero goes in motion, looks to the left. That ball is thrown, sitting down into the zone, and a big reception by Cole McGowan as he will pick up a big first down for Magnolia.
Yeah, that's a good-looking. Jacob Smith is a good-looking little ball thrower right there.
He looks real smooth with his delivery and everything.
He's had plenty of time and has been spot on with his passing.
As they go now, the run to now Nero trying to get outside, and he slithered through a defender. How he got by that one, I don't know.
Isaiah Lassard out on the edge, just missing the tackle. He's had him back for about 3 or 4 yard loss, but Nero able to slip out and get back at least to the original line of scrimmage.
So it's about 1 minute and 39 seconds. The clock has stopped right now. They're indicating that the clock needs to go up.
Resetting the play clock.
Okay, they reset the play clock 1 minute and 35 seconds now. Second down and 9 for Magnolia from the 23-yard line. Smith looks back. He tries to throw it, and he's going to run and keep it. He's finally tackled after he picks up a couple of yards.
Good job by the defense covering the receivers. Very good right there. Jacob Smith looks like he's trying to throw to his right again.
It wrapped up by John Phillips.
Looks like they're trying to get Nero out on a little bubble route, but he wasn't able to get it out there to him. And good pressure by the interior lineman defensively for the Waller Bulldogs to get a little pressure to make him scramble. John Phillips on the tackle as Jacob Smith is able just to get to the 20-yard line. So we're going to have about a 3rd and 6, and they are probably in 4 down.
No doubt about
4 down territory here. So I don't think they're going to try an extra, try a field goal. I think the kicker's got the leg for it, but I think they're already making their decision right now. I believe in this timeout, if they don't make it here, they're going to line up and go for it.
This is where you get 2 for 1. You call 2 plays and you hurry up and run it.
Exactly.
So with 1 minute and 5 seconds before the half, Waller trails Magnolia 14-10. I want to quickly remind you that Galileo's Mexican Grill, the Learning Tree Daycare Center, Green Lawn Care, Armor Industries, Varsity Grill, Larry Automotives, Temple of Refuge Ministries, the Waller Bulldog Club, the Hempstead Theater, Attorney Lee Van Richardson, and Sam Bernard Electric are all a part of tonight's production, and we thank each and every one for their contributions. As we get ready to get back to gameplay, Smith looks back to throw. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's finally slumped down.
Cone.
And he gets across. He actually gains a yard out of that, so it won't even be a sack.
Gained a yard out of that. Tim Cone had him at least 4 yards deep, and he's able to get back to the 20 there. So they basically don't gain anything. We're going to have fourth down.
Do you call timeout if you're Brad Wright?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't think so. I think they're going to let the clock run down. I don't think you're going to do a whole lot with 30 seconds.
It's 10 seconds now on the game clock and 27 seconds on the play. Game clock and play clock.
Right.
So finally let it go down to 1 second. A timeout is called, so they're probably going to set up for the field goal.
They may do it. Their kicker he's got the T in his hand as he walks out there, but
that's Michael Canis. And right now the ball is spotted at the 20-yard line. You take it 7, be about a 37-yarder. How about a block?
How about a block
for a touchdown by Waller to take the lead going in the half?
That would be scary.
Now, you know at the soccer game, at the soccer match.
I know. It's amazing. I'm not going to deny it. It was amazing. This past Sunday, and you know what? This past Sunday was a great day.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
tell you what, but not because the Panthers lost, but
they tied.
you know, I told you that I had struggled Saturday just with something that I was working on at the house for 3 or 4 hours, and nothing ever became of it, and I got so discouraged that I finally quit. And so Sunday, I went home after the soccer game, and blessings were overflowing.
That's all right. Well, they are going to line up for the field goal as Michael Tanis will try now for a 37-yard field goal, and there's a timeout taken by Waller.
The Bulldogs. Yeah.
So Waller is going to probably try to ice the kicker right now. Give him something to think about.
Ice the kicker. You want to make sure you've got everything right for, for a fake or something like that. You know, you don't want to be caught with your pants down like the Aggies did this past weekend and have a fake punt run 51 yards for. And so you don't want anything stupid like that to happen with 19 seconds to go in the half. And so, anyway, let's go back to Sunday. We have a deadlocked 2-2 soccer game. We're going into overtime. And the producer, owner, everything else that Mike Prince is says, Randy, what if it comes down to a PK? Lo and behold, if not in the second overtime, what does it come down to? A PK.
Yes, sir. As they get ready to resume action now, the 37-yard field goal attempt is low line drive kick.
No good.
It does not make it.
Hey, the Bulldogs defense stepped up. That's going to be a good momentum changer going into the half. At least they know that they can now. And that's going to be very important for the psyche going in to halftime for the Bulldogs. 14 seconds left on the game clock before the first half is over, so that's going to be good. The offense is going to come down. I don't think.
Well, they'll probably kneel down and just sprint on to the sideline.
I'm thinking so. They're going to be.
It looks like they're in a safety type. It's a tight eye formation. And why not even,
cornerback is off about 10 to 12 yards, so they're going to
pitch it to right, running to the left side. There's a simple sweep, basic play. He gets a first down and out of bounds.
You know what they're setting up right here is they set up the fake toss sweep. Tyron Taylor ran a good fake out to this side right here.
I saw that.
If they get that tied in on a good flag route, he reverses out, fakes that toss, and Eric makes a good fake running to the far sideline.
And one thing you got to remember, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Eric throws with his left hand. And so he was running, which would be favorable for him to possibly throw that ball. But I don't know if Wright would try something like that.
Well, I'm thinking Tyron is going to fake the pitch and then bootleg out and throw back to this side.
Very interesting.
I have
got
no
5
idea
seconds to see what's going to unfold.
I love to make up plays on the fly.
Now, there was a missed 37-yard field goal by Canis of Magnolia. We want to recognize Mr. Miguel Aponto. I hope I'm saying it right. Aponte, as he set a Waller High School record yesterday at the junior varsity game, kicking a 49-yard field goal with room to spare.
With room to spare.
Yes, sir.
That is correct.
Yes, sir.
That's at the JV level. The first record was not the first. See this play here.
There's a little toss to right maneuvering through, and he'll pick up about 4 yards. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. Go ahead and finish what your story was, sir, but we'll carry on.
The last record was actually, if I'm not mistaken, was held by Jose Perez at 47 yards just about 4 years ago, Jose's senior year. And then the previous record before that was held by our own head soccer coach, Tino Albaron, at 43 yards. That was against Cedar Park in a playoff game at the old stadium.
Yes, sir.
The ball hits the upright and bounces over for the victory and the field goal record. The good thing about this is Aponte has 2 more years to go after this.
Sophomore.
As a sophomore, but he's got a good, strong leg. He's not a huge statured guy. He's a squatty, thick-thighed young man.
Yes, sir. He has massive thighs. Massive thighs.
He is. He's one of our soccer players, and but he is a good kicker of the football. So we're looking forward to the next couple of years to see him. I'd really like to see one of these guys step up and go get a kicking football scholarship somewhere, because we've really had some good guys come through that can really kick the ball.
So what else is another great scholarship? As a matter of fact, we have a young man representing the Lumberjacks, Stephen F. Austin. It's long snap.
That's right. That's right. Chris Wilkerson.
Yeah, you got guys that have played 15, 20 years in the NFL, and one of the most protected players on the field.
That you are so right, and that young man has got the size to go with it, because he's not going to. I was able to see him last week and visit with him, and he is splitting time with a senior or maybe a junior there right now. Really thinks he's going to be able to step in next year as a sophomore and overtake him as a senior doing the duties at deep snapping. So we wish Chris the best of luck too. But was able to talk to Coach McMorris today. Cross-country athletes are going to be at Nimitz High School running in a cross-country meet tomorrow. So we're going to wish them some luck. They've been improving the last few weeks, and I believe their district is October 21st. So they're working hard trying to get ready for district action in the cross-country arena. Boys and girls have been doing a good job and working hard. I see them every morning as I'm driving into work.
Yes,
so,
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They get up very, very early.
Yes, they
do. As they say, with the chickens and the roosters and the cock-a-doodle-doos and everything else. I know I'm turning over at least once before these guys. Remember the old Army commercials? We do more by 9 a.m. than some people do an entire day.
That's right.
Well, those guys, you're talking about some dedicated athletes, and that's why we do what we do here at the Open Mic broadcast. Yes, football we know is king. Basketball is followed well. Baseball is softball. But you have guys on the soccer fields. You have guys on the cross-country track and field. We have one of the best powerlifting teams in the state. In Waller, you got some young ladies that could lift me.
Easily.
Easily, and
maybe two of you.
And I respect them to the utmost. And please, if you see the old man walking by, just let me make it, and don't give me any hard time. So we are truly thankful to be able to do what we're doing here for our community and abroad. Mike Prince and Randy Allen. It is halftime. Waller and Magnolia in the annual battle of the Bulldogs. Magnolia is on top right now by the score of 14-10. We're going to take a little break, have a little interlude coming in here, and we'll be back with some second half play and some little halftime assessment as we get ready for our Friday night football coverage. You can switch over right now and dial 724-444-7444 and check out the Royal Falcons as they're hosting Liberty in Brookshire, Texas. That code would be 134280#. And then you'd go £1, and you can go ahead and listen to the Running Rev and to Mr. Ford F-150. This is Mike Prince and Randy Allen. Halftime here at Magnolia, homecoming 2014. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is halftime here in Magnolia. Mike Prince and Randy Allen enjoying some good old peanuts, Coca-Cola, and a smile, right? So it is real good. We got some halftime reporting coming up for you. Bulldogs here battling Magnolia and Waller. And one of my favorite places to come and do a game. I just something about this place that I like. It's got that old nostalgic feel and sound to it. But Magnolia's on top at halftime by the score of 14-10. We'll give you how we got to there, and then we'll give you the scores that we got going around district play here for the District 5A right now as Waller has moved up. There was a 26-yard field goal by Bazan for Waller to start this game off at the 6:49 mark. Bazan was able to help cap off a 12-play drive to give the Bulldogs a 3-0 lead. Then Magnolia came right back with a 10-play drive and gave them a 6-yard touchdown run by the ever so elusive Xavier Nero as he scored from 6 yards out to give Magnolia the 7-3 lead with the 141 of the first quarter play. Waller ended up punting on their next possession, and then Magnolia capped off a 43-yard drive with a 1-yard touchdown run by the quarterback, Mr. Jacob Frazier, at 11:50 of the second quarter. Bulldogs got another long consuming drive, 12 plays, which took up 4 first downs as Waller Eric Wright was capping off a 2-yard touchdown run at 3:51. The PAT was good, and we're at 14-10. There was another scoring opportunity for Magnolia as there was a 37-yard field goal missed by their field goal kicker, number 88, Michael Canis, and that's where we are at the half. Magnolia on top, 14-10. We'll give you some other scores that we had of last reporting on. Brenham was on top of Magnolia West by the score of 42-14 going into halftime. Tomball Memorial on top of Springwoods by the score of 17-0. And Stratford is on top of Tomball by the score of 21-7. We are listening to we're listening to our other broadcast trying to see what Royal is doing against Liberty as we are going back and forth right now. It is homecoming 2014 for Magnolia, about 3 minutes and 30 seconds before we're officially done. You know, if they over at that time, there's a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty called against the home team. But they're kind of loose on that, especially at homecoming. So, Randy, give us your assessment while we try to figure out everything else here.
Yeah, I've never seen that penalty. Never seen that yellow flag thrown on that particular thing. But we're even as far as possessions and stops are. Only thing is we settled for a field goal in the first possession, whereas Magnolia scored on theirs, aided by some penalties by the Bulldogs. Not really sure how you assess that as far as what you can blame it on other than just being maybe a little anxious or, you know, just I'm not real sure. You don't want to call it high-strung or anything else, but definitely not from a lack of discipline that those things happen. But, you know, they're going to make those mistakes. But the 3 penalties, 2 offensively that cost them, one a first down, the other one a fourth and manageable 1 where there was a penalty and cost them to a 4th and 6 where they got the field goal. And then the one defensively, the offside, that prolonged the Magnolia Bulldogs drive on their opening possession to give them the first touchdown. So, you know, penalties costing the Bulldogs early on. They did settle down later on in the second quarter. Defensively stiffened up a little bit. They did stop the Magnolia drive there to end the half. So that was a good sign to see. You know, we're good to see them stop the offense of the Magnolia Bulldogs and go into half at least with a stop and try to get a little bit of that momentum taken away from them. As they're making homecoming announcements for the Magnolia Bulldogs, they've got a little more fire in them tonight because they're playing for a little bit more than, you know, I know they're 0-4. You don't want to count anybody out, but it's homecoming night. everybody seems to be able to step their game up on their own homecoming.
It's something about being in front of the home crowd and bragging rights and some of the quote-unquote old legends, even if they're legends to themselves,
exactly.
come back, and everybody was always better than what they remember.
Boy, hey, you got that right. For sure, that's the case. But, 14-10, the good thing about it is, as we've known the past few years, that Waller is defensively, anyway, a second-half team. So hopefully we'll be able to respond coming out in the opening drive for the Waller Bulldogs and to be able to maintain the momentum that they got to end the second quarter and hopefully be able to capitalize and get another stop defensively and let that offense get on the field, get something going again.
Well, you talk about the Bulldogs defense. Coming into tonight's contest, they are the number one defense in District 5A, Region 3, or District 19, Region 3. Came in giving up a total of 54 points for the year, which is leading the closest one, which would be Tomball Memorial, believe it or not, who's given up 85 points. So when you really look at it, things are pointing in favor of Waller. As you mentioned, they are a second-half team. The Bulldogs are really and truly trying to make a statement as they get ready to come back and regroup, if you will. They're on the sidelines over there getting warmed up as the extra time here for homecoming, which is allowed, is being taken care of. We want to quickly give you some of the local football standings as we cover Waller County sports, which covers, of course, our Waller Bulldogs, the Hempstead Bobcats, you have a bye week, and the Royal Falcons. Right now, the Royal Falcons are in what we would call the 4A2, Region 3, District 12. Starting off, they were 0-5 tonight as they're taking on Liberty. They are currently holding down. They're at the bottom, but we're still rooting for the guys in red and blue. And then we have the Hempstead Bobcats. They're in 3A1, Region 4 of the District 14. The Bobcats are currently in second place with a 3-2 record. They're behind Hitchcock, who's 4-1. The Bobcats will be hosting Rice Consolidated next week, who's right behind them at a 2-3 overall record. That's going to be a very big game, as we will give you that broadcast right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Both teams are coming out from their tunnels, if you will, with the smoke everywhere. Things sure have changed since I've been out on the field, but that's neither here nor there. And another big game this weekend will feature the Prairie View A&M University Panthers as they travel to Jackson, Mississippi to take on the Jackson State Tigers, who are going to be hosting the Panthers. The Jackson State Tigers are 3-2 overall, and they're 1-1 in conference play. They're, of course, out of the Eastern Division of the Southwest Athletic Conference. The Panthers, who are shocked to everyone, have yet to win a game, 0-4, 0-3 in division play. So the Panthers will be on the grind, if you will, looking for that first win. It's always tough to get that first one, but we'll see how it unfolds. You can listen to that game actually tomorrow live at KPVU 91.3 FM, and we're not afraid to share because we that's just how we operate.
We're equal opportunity.
Yes, sir. We're equal opportunity, but we do it better.
We bless the whole county. Yeah, you were talking about coming out of that smoke while ago. They didn't have much smoke back in those days. That was just fog.
Well, the Bulldogs of Magnolia and the Bulldogs of Waller will get ready to go with round two, if you will, as we'll start this second half moments away. As back deep for Magnolia looks like Mr. Xavier Do-It-All Nero. As we get ready for the second half, Waller going from left to right. The high short kick will be retrieved at the 23-yard line, going to the right side, spinning off of defenders.
Good coverage.
Finally wrapped up. That was Galvin Gavin Culberson.
Good coverage by the Bulldogs. He got that ball, like you said, it's up the 23-yard line. Gets up to maybe the 25. They're marking it right, the nose of the ball right at the 25-yard line.
I trust your judgment
at the
on that.
near hash there. So you can't beat. It's hard to beat better coverage than that right there, Mike.
It really is. Double pistol formation now for Magnolia. 2 wide receivers. There's going to be a give to Nero going to the left side. A big hole running through defenders as he gets yet another first down.
We got a fumble. Mike, we got a fumble.
Oh, what do you say, Bulldogs?
I did not see that ball come out. I noticed the Magnolia Bulldog going down hard on one of our players, and I thought, what in the world happened? But we recovered a fumble there. That was a good tackle by Isaiah Lassard on the running back, Nero, to jar the ball loose. And, man, what a great outcome. Right? Hey,
yes,
do you
sir.
remember last year we were lightning delayed for an hour and a half,
sir, I was
down
right
21-0.
Yes, sir.
And came out in the
Here's
second
lightning
half.
striking again. There's going to be a give. Tyron Taylor keeping it to the right side, trying to hit the corner. He does, spins out to the 40-yard line, and there's a positive gain for Waller.
Quarterback keeper going around the right end right there, just to the near sideline right here in front of us, as Tyron Taylor keeps it on just a quarterback keeper over the right side.
Picked up a couple of yards. We wasn't able to see who got the fumble recovery for Waller, but it doesn't matter because they do have it. 3 receivers to the left side. Tyron Taylor takes it. He gives it to Wright. Wright runs reverse field to the left side, trying to get to the corner. Finally bounds right over a defender, and that's going to be a Bulldog first down.
That should fire him up a little bit. He just ducked his head right there and ran right over the defender. He did get tripped up, and the guy didn't make the tackle. But, man, I tell you what, the good hard-nosed football will fire you up a little bit.
Yes,
My
sir.
face is ready to roll.
Ball is at the 31-yard line. Waller going from left to right. 3 receivers to the right side for Taylor. He takes it, keeps it himself, running behind the lead block of Wright, and he is going to be stopped and slammed down to the turf for a big loss.
I'm not sure exactly. That's something that I haven't seen. It's almost kind of like a counter. They're trying to do a little misdirection one way and then come back the other way with that. And the defense for the Magnolia Bulldogs there stepped it up for about almost a 3-yard loss there.
They're going to say second down and about 13. Bulldogs coming out. The ball is on the far hash mark. Pistol look now for Waller. 2 receivers to the right side. Taylor takes it, rolls to his right, throws to the receiver in the slot, and that's going to be down to close to another Bulldog first down as Ray catches the ball and runs completely over his defender.
Yeah, great execution right there. Tyron in the shotgun, of course, getting the ball, just a little sprint out right action. That's Cameron Ray running a little pigtail route going inside and then coming back outside in the flat area and just getting the ball. And he did a little run over action.
Yes, sir.
There
It
too.
looked like the Bulldogs are getting cranked up. Ball's at the 19-yard line. 3 receivers to the left side. Taylor takes it, gives it to Wright, running to the right side, down to the 10-yard line. Looked like he may have broke loose for a minute, Coach.
Yeah, I thought he was going to hit the seam right there and just go, but defense there came up in there and hit him pretty good, but they did go backwards when Eric leaned on him a little bit.
That's what you call running downhill.
Yes, sir.
9 minutes and 45 seconds here in the third quarter play. Bulldogs capitalizing off a turnover. Ball's at the 11-yard line. 3 receivers to the left side now. There's going to be another keeper this time by a touchdown run. Cutting back on a dime and scoring from 12 yards out is Tyron Taylor, and he sprints to the sideline.
What a great run. Everything on that play was looking outside. They had blockers and everything set up to the outside. Tyron just cuts that thing right up and goes inside, and there is nobody home for the Magnolia Bulldogs as he goes in. That's a beautifully set up play. Bazan on for the extra point. The snap is back, up, and right down the uprights as he drills that one. So the Waller Bulldogs capitalized off of a turnover early in the second half. So you
talked it up, Coach. You said they're a great second-half team. They come out. The defense has responded off the big turnover. They take it from 45 yards out, 6 plays, and with 9:31, the real Dogs have the lead. Let me state for the record, if anyone is listening from Magnolia, no disrespect intended. We're just
not at all.
We're
just homies.
We're just homies. We don't sound like homies all the time, but it's an exciting time. Friday night football in Texas, no better place to be. Back deep is
right.
Cole McGowan for Magnolia as Waller gets ready to kick this ball off here with 9:31 and a 3-point lead. 17-14 is the score.
Yeah, and on that defensive play, Nero really had a good run going there.
Yes,
but
sir.
Isaiah Lethard came up and made a really good form tackle to get that ball loose. And so you got to take your hats off.
Ball's retrieved at the 21-yard line again by the upback, number 80, Gavin Culberson. And
good coverage by the Bulldogs there. I'm really impressed seeing the Bulldogs coverage. I know their plan is the high pooch kick, but they're keeping them pinned down inside their own 30.
Yes, sir.
And really, when you're doing that kind of kick and you're getting that kind of coverage, keeping them down inside their own 30, you're doing a great job of coverage.
Ball is at the 28-yard line, and it looks like now they're bringing in the quarterback who started off in the Frazier. So Frazier takes it, he pitches it to the right side and hitting the corner with a burst of speed and finally knocked out of bounds. Looks like they even changed the running back on him.
Yeah, number 22, Jacob Van Houten, and he's able to get the corner just on a toss sweep action and is able to pick up about 11 yards. They get a first down. They come right back to the line of scrimmage. One of the interesting things I noticed, the first drive and a half that Magnolia ran, they were in a particular style of offense. And I did notice in that last drive when there were 3 minutes left in the first half,
as rolling out to pass to his left side, overthrows his intended receiver. That looked like that was number 28, Lance Lowry.
Yeah, but what I was going to say, Mike, is I know that there was a little over 3 minutes left in the first half, but they changed their style of offense and went from a power to more of a spread look that, throws the ball. And they're actually coming out in this half with more of a spread look instead of a pounded look. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Back to action. It's going to be a handoff to the right side. And it will be third down and about 6 for Magnolia. Pick up about 4 yards on that run.
Yeah, Van Houten on the last couple of carries. And for this series, I'm trying to find Nero on the sideline somewhere, see if he may be hurt or see exactly what's wrong, but not having any luck finding him.
So now they're ready to go back to work. There's going to be a pass. Lowry goes up. That ball could be picked off. Oh, what a catch. What a catch by the receiver, Cole McCowan, for the first down.
Yeah, that's a good matchup right there. They're going man-to-man right there. Ray Simon unable to get there from the safety position. From this angle, it looks like he may be intercepting that ball, but there wasn't a chance. That was just a good pass and a good catch right there.
So now Lowry takes it. He pitches it to the back to the right side, running hard on a mission. It was number 22, Jacob Van Houten. And he picks up another positive gain, as it is some concern now of where is Xavier Nero.
I'm not sure. They're not missing a beat with Van Houten in there. That's for sure, though. This drive right here, they appear to be kind of going back. I do see Xavier Nero on the sideline now, but
26-yard line.
There's a fumble.
Looks like Waller may have recovered, but they got a
bad exchange between the quarterback and the running back. I think there were more white jerseys.
And Waller does have the football. good job for the Bulldogs. Can you find out who that was, Coach?
I can't. It looks like Bradley Zika. Everybody's kind of patting him, slapping him on the tail end, and giving high fives. Looks like he was the one with the recovery.
So the ball will be turned over at the 24-yard line.
You can't ask for much better than that right there, Mike. That was just a bad exchange from the quarterback to the running back.
A bad exchange for them, a good one for us.
And absolutely. So, man, hopefully we can capitalize offensively again as we're back in shotgun formation. Eric Wright to his right.
Tyron Taylor looks, he throws, he hits the receiver, running a crossing route, and it's good, and a little extra shove.
Dylan Schroeder on the reception, going to pick up about 9 yards.
That looks like that was Hunter Krosky. It looked like he got a little extra.
That looks like a good name for him. It's a good call.
Second down, and we'll call it a short 2 or a short 3 for Waller. Tyron Taylor takes it on the read. He's going to give it to his back right, and Wright muscles his way close to another Bulldog first down.
He's going to have it by about 2.5 yards there. So hopefully this offensive line can get a bead on this defense here and show their dominance as we start putting some stuff together right here, Mike. There's nothing that I'd like to see more than some good offensive display this half that the Bulldogs, there's no reason why they shouldn't.
That's right. 6 minutes and 35 seconds, third quarter. Waller going from left to right. Taylor takes it, runs to the right side, and he will be slung forward close to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's a good play by the defensive lineman there. That is, looks like number 52, who is Spencer Nye for the Magnolia Bulldogs. He's able to beat the block to the inside and get to Tyron before he could get his legs stretched out there.
So Waller comes out now, 6 minutes and 3 seconds. 2 receivers to the right side. Pistol formation for Taylor. He rolls to his left. He throws the ball in the flats and close to another Bulldog first down. It looked like, was that Herzog?
Yeah, no, that's Dylan Schroeder again.
Schroeder, I'm sorry.
He just hit him on that speed out real quick, and Tyron is just making good, simple passes right there. Complete the ball. Yes, exactly.
He's managing the game.
And that's exactly what you want out of a second down and a long yardage where we have a 3rd and 3 maybe right here. So you want those 3rd and shorts. I would say we're in 2-down territory.
Yes, sir, no doubt. Spread formation. There's Tyron running to the right side. He's going to get the first down. Spun around, pass. Oh, he fumbled the ball. And they're still scrambling for it. And it looks like Magnolia maybe have recovered that ball.
Easy. Magnolia does have the fumble. Tyron Taylor had at least 9 yards past the first down and was being slung down and just unable to keep that ball tucked in the pocket there.
That looks like Corey Stang with the fumble recovery.
For Magnolia, just a little twist here.
Boy, you're talking about a momentum changer for Waller. Now Magnolia comes back at the 44-yard line. There's a pitch. There he is.
Nero is back. A little toss sweep to the far side of the field. That's to Magnolia's right as they are moving from right to left on the field. They are back on the line. Nero picks up about 4 yards on the play.
So we'll be second down and 6, 5-13 here in the third quarter. There's going to be another give to Nero running straight downfield. He gets across the 50 as he will get another 2 or 3 yards on that run. Now, is this 4-down territory for Magnolia?
You know, I think in this particular position right here, I'd rather play field position and try to pin Waller down and not give him, such a short field. But it's homecoming and it's going to be very
Stranger
interesting.
things have happened. Well, this play is
Absolutely.
going to determine what will happen right now. Third down and about 3. pistol look now. There's a give to Nero. He runs straight down the middle, making the finishes in the secondary, and he is going to be finally wrapped down at the 22-yard line as he picks up 30 yards just like that.
That's just a really good play by the Magnolia Bulldogs as they're able to open up the middle of the defensive line there, and Nero hits that thing like a stallion, man. He's the good-looking running back.
Now, I know you said that with the running style of Van Houten, they didn't miss a beat. Van Houten is more of a north and south runner. This guy here, Nero, he's north and south and a little jiggle in his step.
Yes. He put a move on a defender right there that left him sitting still.
It left me sitting still, and I hadn't moved. So it's 4 minutes and 18 seconds. First down and 10 for Magnolia. Ball's at the 22-yard line after the big 30-yard run by Nero. Spread formation now for Magnolia. Quarterback now is Smith. He looks
going
to throw.
Double coverage.
That is going to be, they're going to say,
touchdown.
A touchdown catch from 22 yards out for the Magnolia Bulldogs. That looks like that was Cole McGowan on the catch.
Yes. McGowan on the catch, straight back. Quarterback rolled back to his left, looking at McGowan the whole time, and defender is not able to react and get over to the ball. Looked like he was going to be throwing into double coverage there.
Yes,
and,
sir.
I guess our
high snap, the extra point is good.
Good job by the holder on that particular play of getting that ball back down on the tee and getting that thing set in place.
So Magnolia scores off the turnover. Man, that was a big momentum swing right there because Waller was really having their way right now. Now the momentum is back on side of the home team as you can hear the fans getting into it. And I got to say, Coach, I'm impressed with the turnout tonight here for being that it is
they've got a
homecoming.
very good crowd here tonight, that's for sure. And, surprisingly for the Bulldogs across the field over there, looks like there's about 250 people over there.
I'd have to say at least 3.
That may be a record there.
Well, we were talking about it earlier with the realignment of the districts right now. There's not far travel, which is good, and it's going to stir up some interest right now, especially some of these local games. You got the Magnolia schools, the Tomball schools, and I mean it's just an exciting time.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I love the alignment. Like we were talking a couple of weeks ago as we stopped in Tomball and ran into a young man there and, said that they were excited, to be the way the district was with all the proximity of the games and, get a little Old Town rivalry going back again. So it does make it a lot more interesting.
So we get ready for the kickoff. It's a high, short kick, retrieved at the 28-yard line, running to the right side hard, and finally down at the 37-yard line where Waller will take over with 3:49.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That may have been Wes Campbell on that return right there. A good they tried to do a high pooch kick, but a good job of the up man coming up, receiving the ball and getting the ball upfield.
So Waller will come out now trying to regroup from their turnover, an exchange of turnovers.
Taylor with a handoff to Eric Wright. Eric Wright trying to get around the right end, but not having any luck there. Defensive play by number 54 is Seth Miller, and also number 15, Matthew Moore, for the Magnolia Bulldogs as they stop the run for no gain.
So it will be second down and 10 for Waller as they get some personnel switching in and out. While they're switching in and out, I want to remind you that attorney Lee Van Richardson is one of our proud sponsors of tonight. Double pistol formation now for the Bulldogs. Taylor rolling out, throws. Oh, what a catch! across to the 44-yard line. Taylor throwing across his body and catching a Cameron Rape for the first down.
I believe that's Daniel Nieto on the far side there. Tyron slips coming out of the pocket and getting good pressure from the defense, but is able to get a good, strong throw off right on the money. I believe as Nieto pulls that ball down and gets plenty of yards for a first down there. They're on the Bulldog 45-yard line on the left hash.
Two receivers to the far right side for Taylor. Taylor takes it and gives it to Wright, running downfield sideways, cross the first down marker, down inside the 30-yard line. A 15-plus yard run for Eric Wright.
Great run for Eric Wright. His helmet comes off. He's going to have to come off the field. But just a good, hard run right there. And that's, oh, man, that makes me excited to see this. You want to see a response to that momentum swing right there and that touchdown, and hopefully we can keep this going. As like you said, this ball is just inside the 30 to 29-yard line on the left hash for the Bulldogs.
As Taylor keeps it again, running to the left side, spinning through a defender. And it will be another positive gain for the Bulldogs.
Trying to get a little extra yardage, bounced it out to the outside, but stopped pretty quickly there as he's only gained probably about 2.5 yards there for the Bulldogs. So we're going to come up with second, and we're going to call it 8.
1 minute and 55 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Three receivers to the right side for Taylor. Taylor gets the read, gives it to Wright, running to the left side, cuts back, and gets another pop.
What a move!
Whoa, he's still up on his feet. It looks like he may have gone down, and this young man just won't stop.
What a great run by Eric Wright. Looked like he was bottled up. He was on his way down.
I was getting ready to say a 2 or 3 yard gain, and he spins out and picks up another first down inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, that's just a fantastic run by Eric Wright to keep his balance there as he gets out of that. I think the Magnolia players had quit because they saw him going down, and he's able to get out of that and go.
Rudy Tomjanovich, never underestimate the heart of a champion.
Man, what a good run.
Taylor underneath center, power I. Pitches it to right, running to the right side, looking for his block to develop, and he gets wrapped down from behind. Looked like he may have slowed up on that particular play.
Yeah, good play there by number 35, Francisco Medina on that play. And also number 52, Spencer Nye. They're able to get to the edge there. They were inside the 10. They're going to lose at least 2 on the play. So maybe 3 yards.
Now, your question for you, is this 4-down territory for the Bulldogs?
That's a good question.
Taylor takes the snap, rolls to his left, a little soft toss, caught over in the corner. Not a touchdown, but down to the 1 yard line.
Yeah, good play. I believe that Dylan Schroeder came from the far side of the field, ran a crossing route all the way across as they get all the way to at least the 1 yard line. Good job by Tyron hitting him on the run.
33 seconds on the play clock, 31 seconds on the game clock. Third down, 1 yard to go. Goal to go is the destiny for the Bulldogs. The give to the right running to the right side. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Touchdown. Yes, sir. Over the right side, just kind of waiting for it to develop right there. Mike, we may have us another last possession game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't mind as long as it's Waller with the last possession.
Amen to that. This is becoming quite a little exciting right here. Gavani Bazan is on for the extra point. Snap is back. The kick is up and good. Beautiful execution there. Yes, Ryan, you are right. Eric Wright is in beast mode. Man, I'm sad to say that you're listening to this because you need to see it in person, but that was a great run right there to extend that drive. So I'd like to shout out to some of our sponsors here. We have Galileo's Mexican Grill in the Patterson area at 979-865-1906. The Learning Tree Daycare Center in Hempstead at 979-826-4703. And Green Lawn Care, James Lidke owning that at 979-277-2145. And we're going to give a shout-out to our home eatery, the Varsity Grill.
Did you say eatery?
Eatery. The Varsity Grill there in
Man,
Waller,
we got to get back on one of them Friday night catfish deals, man.
936-372-9115.
Well, 26 seconds remaining in this third quarter, what has been a very accelerating football game here played tonight. Waller on top by the score of 24-21, trying to stay undefeated. High short kick, retreat at the 27-yard line.
That's
running
Nero.
to the right time. Is that Nero? They shoots him out, and he's scrambling around and finally tackled at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, another good coverage. Although that's Nero, he ran a long way to get 2 yards, I think, on that return. Good coverage, and we're going to have a penalty against the Magnolia Bulldogs. Unsure of what the signal is as of right now, but we do know that the penalty is going to go against the Magnolia.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we do apologize about that as we go to the end of the third quarter. We only missed one play. Was it a little
Yeah,
street?
quarterback was in shotgun formation with the back, gave the ball to Houghton, and Bradley Zika was there to make the stop. They did pick up probably 4 yards on the play. So that is the end of the third quarter. We end the end of the third quarter with the Bulldogs up 24. Oh, that's not right. I have to say the Waller Bulldogs up 24 over the Magnolia Bulldogs 21. Hopefully this last quarter will not come down to a last possession game. Would like to see the Bulldogs come out, the Waller Bulldogs come out this fourth quarter and play some really solid defense. It's going to take a team effort. That front line is going to have to stay solid, and that secondary is really going to have to step up their game.
As they have flipped sides, we get ready now. It'll be second down and about 6 for Magnolia. Want to apologize. We did lose the signal just for a moment, but we're back live and live in color as there's going to continue on a run to the right up the middle, and very minimal gain that time for Magnolia as they're now going from left to right, dressed in their home maroons with the silver helmets. You see, they changed that look, Coach.
Yes, they have. I think that's just been within the last 2 years. I think last year they had those. So I like that look, actually, for them.
Well, you know what? Magnolia West has some funky-looking uniforms with that white, and it's hard to see. It's like a silver, and it's kind of hard. Third down and 4 now, 11-22. Quick pass in the slots to the receiver, and he splits through defenders. That was all-out effort, and finally tackled out of bounds is McGowan. Wow. Didn't want that. It looked like they had good penetration.
I'm afraid that looks like Cameron Rape down on the turf right now, as he was the one of the players that was being split, and looked like a teammate on teammate collision on that. He may have a little head ringer too, the way he's kind of moving around on the ground.
Yes, sir.
It doesn't appear to be a leg injury or anything like that, and I'm not going to make any more guesses.
Well, you know, when these guys are going out here, man, and they're running, and the impact of their bodies is like being in car wrecks, and there's always a reward, a risk, I should say, with what appears to be very little reward, you know, in that of a victory or a touchdown or two.
Right.
We always pray for the well-being of all ball players. As I look back and I watch these guys, especially on a football field, I'm amazed that I played this game. Yeah. You know, it's just gut wrenching to see some of the blows that these guys endure week in and week out.
Yeah, some of the collisions they have. And, even at all levels, if you tend to watch a lot of football, you'll notice that I would almost say that 75% of the injuries that you see are caused by collisions with teammates.
Yes.
Other than, what you would expect, hitting an opponent or, something of that nature. That is Cameron Rafe that was down. He's able to get up on his own power, although he does have his arm around one of the trainers, somewhat being assisted to the sideline. But it's at least good to see him walking off on his own power.
Right. We know Papa is somewhere in that stand over there, old Royce Rafe. As Cameron is walking off, he looks a little woozy, but looks like he's going to be all right.
Oh, yeah. Royce is over there somewhere.
I just got a text from Benny Mays, and I'm about to file harassment charges. He said, because I played on the 5th team.
You wouldn't know the speed of the game with the scene between the 5th team and the first team.
Oh, my goodness. Benny Mays, when I see you, you're mine, my friend. You are definitely mine. Back to action right now.
Good to have the comedians in the crowd.
Yes, sir. There's a toss to Nero running to the left side, trying to get to the corner. He's finally going to be met after he gets about 3 to 4 yards.
Isaiah Lassard coming up from his safety position, doing a good job. He traveled a long way to get there. Looked like a little bit of holding on the outside edge there that wasn't called, but they let that play on. So they're able to pick up a solid 4 yards on that.
10:43 remaining in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs up 24-21 over Magnolia. Switch to the right side now to Nero. They stretched him out. Oh, my, don't get the flag, buddy. Spreaker got close to getting the flag on there, hustling out and tackled Nero well out of bounds.
He really did. We're, I believe, real fortunate right there that there was not a penalty.
I could easily see a flag going on that one. Clock is stopped with 10:33. We did get a scoring update from Brookshire, Texas, and it's not looking favorable for the guys of Waller County. Liberty Panthers on top by the score of 31-0, as Royals still trying to get things worked out under new head coach and athletic director Eddie Robertson.
Right.
Third down, and we'll call it 6. There is going to, trying to go to the right side, running to Smith. Gets it. Oh, what a big
play.
tackle.
Good, solid tackle right there. Trying to get, I believe that's Daniel Nieto on the outside.
28 on 28, Lowry for the Bulldogs of Magnolia.
Nieto coming up with a solid tackle right there as the pass was thrown underneath to a short flat route. Nieto coming in from the cornerback position kind of had an angle on him, so they're going for it at their own 44-yard line.
Yes, sir. This could be the game.
They're going to try to draw them off sides, Mike. That's my guess.
Yeah, that's what they did back in the first half, but they give it to Nero. He's the crowd has got deeper. It's Smith.
Got him.
And a big stop by the Bulldogs.
That looked like a busted play the way. That's Jacob Smith in there on that. And that looked like a busted play as he faked or tried to either give it to Nero and wasn't able to or what. But
Nero was like, I don't want to have anything to do with it. He said it wasn't called for me.
Fortunately for the Bulldogs, they're able to stop him. They may have lost a yard. So the Bulldogs are going to take over on their own 43-yard line.
At the 43-yard line of Magnolia.
Magnolia Dogs.
There's a gift to
Eric Wright, what a spin move.
Oh, my goodness. Look at this young man run.
He is hit at about 2 yards deep and spins out of a tackle and is able to get enough for a first down. He's going to pick up almost 11. That's just over 10 yards. And, man, this cat is a running machine. You're not going to tackle him with an
arm tackle.
You're
going to have to lay some wood to him because he run like a lumberjack. You're going to have to lay some wood to him.
You better wrap up and grab some legs because you're not going to take him down easily.
Grab some legs and call on Jesus. That's going to be a keeper by Taylor. Taylor runs, gets close to the 30-yard line, a little pile on, the dog pile on the rabbit.
That's it right there.
Magnolia is kind of showing up signs of frustration right now.
Yeah. Magnolia really has stopped that play ever since midway through that second quarter. Has done a good job on trying to contain Tyron on that.
So Waller comes out the huddle. Ball's at the 31-yard line. 9 minutes and 2 seconds remaining in the game. Taylor takes it, rolls to the right side. Looking, he's going to drive. Runs right down through the first down marker inside the 20 for another Bulldog first down.
Yeah, good rollout. That's a designed pass play right there, but everybody is covered. The linebacker was working out to the flat and it overrun at least Tyron anyway, trying to get out in the flat. So Tyron just tucked it under and cut it inside, able to get at least about 12 yards on the play for the first down, inside the 20 to the 19-yard line.
So Waller comes back out right now. Spread look for Taylor. He takes it and rides with Eric Wright. Get a block by Taylor. Wright goes to the outside, still on his feet, running out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Exactly. He motor trained a secondary player, looks down, bounces off of him, gets hit again, bounces off of him, gets hit again. You think he's going down, and he goes out of bounds at the 13-yard line and is just looking back at the defenders like, is that all you've got?
Mama, here come that man again. First down, ball is at the 14-yard line. Spread look, Taylor takes it, runs right up the middle, and Jordan, that line is part open, still running inside the 5-yard line, another first down, and Waller is pouring it on right now.
Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Let's keep it
They
simple.
look like Benny Mays out there trying to make tackles right now.
I don't know if they look that good.
Oh, my. Benny Mays, one of the middle school principals at Schultz Junior High and Waller ISD. As we now get ready here, his first down, there's going to be a give to right, bouncing around. He'll be tackled.
Maybe the first time tonight that only one person has tackled him. Zone read right there, lined up on Tyron's left as he comes across him. And Eric, the play, again, one of those slow-developing plays and defense able to respond. He only, matter of fact, gets no gain as the ball is spotted at the 4, right in the middle of the field.
Right now, the Bulldogs need to score a touchdown in order to kind of separate themselves. Pistol look now. Taylor running to the left. Student body left. Big wall to block. Touchdown from the Bulldogs from, 4 yards out.
Yeah, great play set up right there. They're faking that zone read to the right as Eric comes across him, and Tyron just keeps it. He had a host of blockers in front of him and gets all the way inside the pylon to score on the near sideline. The extra point team is on the field. Giovanni Bazan for the extra point. Nieto, the hold is down and good. Bazan nails it right down the middle. So with 7:14 left in the fourth quarter, the Bulldogs doing exactly what they need to do, and that is basically just showing their offensive power late in the ball game. Hopefully they can keep this as they now have a 10-point lead, 31-21. So very happy to see that, Mike, as they come out and get a stop on fourth down defensively and drive the, 44 yards?
Yes, sir.
For the touchdown.
43, but either way you'd take it.
I was pretty close. But
you were always close, man. You know what? And as a matter of fact, it was 44. Took 7 plays, and they ate up a little bit of time, just a shade over 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 14 seconds of clock control.
We had a couple of out-of-bounds plays that stopped that clock. Not going to complain about that since we did score. We should be able to get the ball back easily at least one more time.
Well, how about just another turnover and just milk it on out?
Let's get a turnover. I am all game for that. They're going to change. Cole McGowan is going to go short over there, and We'll see what Rene Salazar does on the kick, and he's going to kick it right to him. High, received at the 24. He's trying to get outside, and he almost has an edge as Isaiah Lassard is able to stay his contained position and make the tackle. That's a dangerous young man right there. He doesn't get the ball near enough for them.
No, he's not enough touches. He's an explosive runner. Once he gets the ball, he can create some plays, if you will.
He made a good catch earlier as a receiver, but seems to be a pretty speedy young man, and it looks like he has plenty of skills. In for the quarterback is Jacob Smith. He's the throwing quarterback for Magnolia, is what we're going to say.
3 receivers to the right side, going in motion, and wants to throw it. He takes it, and he wants to run, and makes a defender miss. Gets across to the 42-yard line. Be second down for Magnolia.
Good 5-yard pickup for him. Back in shotgun formation, dropping back to throw, but he wasn't able to find a receiver to throw to and is able to scramble for about 5 yards. The ball is spotted right in the middle of the field.
So Magnolia now coming out, time against their side right now. 6:35 remaining in the contest, trailing by 9. There's going to be another run to the left side.
Good job defensively for the Bulldogs as they're not able to at least let the offense of the Magnolia Bulldogs open up something huge as the linebacker is able to step in there and only keep that to a 2-yard gain. But there is going to be third and a long 3.
Now Smith back in the double pistol, pitches out to Nero, running to the right side, looking for a lane, reversing field.
Oh, look at here. Yes, sir.
Spreaker leading the charge.
Woo! A lot of motion out there to contain that sweep. It was toss sweep to Magnolia's right as it was coming to the near sideline, defensively just swarming to the ball. White jerseys everywhere. He stops and tries to reverse his run, but there's a defender following him. That was a good 8-yard loss there as we now have 4th and a short 12. We're going to have a timeout called by Magnolia as they're going to try to make a decision, but it's actually fortunate for the Bulldogs because they looked a little, I should say the Waller Bulldogs, because they looked a little confused.
Yes, sir. It looked like they were playing defensively, hoping. And at this point, you know what? I don't mind. I don't need a returner. Let them punt it. You're still going to get the ball if no one touches it.
Yeah, so they're going to get the ball in fine.
Great field position, and you got the time on your side right now. So even though Magnolia called a timeout, I necessarily don't need a returner back there at that time.
No, I'm playing defense. I don't want anything funny going on right here. It's I know they're 65 yards away from the goal, but I'm not even going to go there.
No, you better not. You better not. I'd hate to have to toss you out this window.
I guarantee you. I wouldn't want it either.
That's a pretty nice little stall down there.
There's not enough people down there to soften the blow.
Mike Prince and Randy Allen here from Magnolia High School, homecoming 2014. Waller is trying to play spoiler.
Absolutely going to play spoiler. They've got one of their best players coming off the field right now.
So Smith now going. There's a flag thrown down and a sack.
Good play. Dylan Schroeder playing contained on the far side. We do have a penalty. We're going to have illegal procedure against the Magnolia Bulldogs. That is going to be declined. It's going to be turnover on downs as the Bulldogs of Magnolia are not able to do anything. That's a great opportunity. Man, I am so proud to say that the Bulldogs come out so far in this second half, barring an interception return for a touchdown, but we're talking about coming out and pitching a shutout.
No. He didn't say anything like that.
You always have to throw those possibilities out there. But the Bulldogs come out. They're in shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the right with Eric Wright lined up to his right, makes a juke to the right, goes over the left side of the line. going to be a solid 4.5, at least 5-yard gain on the play. The ball was at the 28-yard line, and we are now down to the 23, so it was a 5-yard gain.
5-yard gain, and the clock is on the side of Waller. As old Dandy would say, turn off the lights, the party's over.
You just talked to me about being premature.
Good night, sweetheart, I had a wonderful
Sing it, man.
time.
It's a good thing they can't see your face.
That's right, that's right. Do not quit your day job, please. Well,
Tyron
this is my
Taylor
day
in
job.
shotgun with Eric Wright to his right. To give us to Eric Wright over the left side. He's going to be doing good to gain a yard.
Well, at this point, I'm not necessarily looking for the home run hit right now.
I don't want to see necessarily a score either, but I want to see a first down and let's keep the ball.
It's a setup, man. It's 3rd down and 4. 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4.
This is 4-down territory, or you're close enough.
Let's don't be complacent right
here.
Where
Basin could hit a field goal.
Smoke them right up the middle.
Here come a first down right here. Option read, Taylor sweeping to the left side.
Let's quit playing the conservative right here. Let's go get first down.
Here it come right here.
And even if we score, we score.
There's a clear to the right, running to the right side, running over defenders. First down.
No, sir. You're getting anxious.
Man, that's a first down.
They're going to mark it. It's going to be real close. It's going to be a nose short.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. Did my eyes deceive me?
Yeah. You were so excited because Eric was –
he was running over.
I think there were 11 maroon shirts by the time he finally went down around him.
Well, it's 4th down and 1 yard. Well, less than a yard, really.
Less than a yard.
Quarterback keeper, just line up under Tyron. He's a hard runner.
They know what's coming.
3:29 remaining. Tight formation. You can hear the Waller faithful getting cranked up.
I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. I do not like this 4th and 1 being in shotgun.
Taylor takes it, runs to the right side. Got a lane.
Got a first
down. And the whistle stops the play. And that was the biggest first down.
Down to the 16-yard line. The ball is going to be on the right hash, and you are correct. That's the biggest play of the game at this point.
Well, 3 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. Waller on top, 31-21.
And the ball game is
slowly becoming into the
lights are fading.
Yeah, the lights are fading. They're dimming.
What a great job of coming out in the second half. Offensively, I don't think we punted in the second half, did we?
No, sir. Power I formation. There's a toss to right, running to the left side.
Oh, good block. Jacob could do. Not able to get there in time. A good play right there by Spencer Nye, the linebacker for Magnolia. He's a good-looking kid, too, as he plays that linebacker position.
Timeout was taken by Magnolia.
But we had a really good block by Jacob Cadu, getting the corner. Threw his head out there and got it on the outside side of the defender, knocked him down. But as it was, Eric wasn't able to get out to the outside edge in time before being tracked down from behind by the linebacker.
Well,
suppose there, Magnolia called that timeout, right?
Yeah, they did.
That would be their last one.
They might have one more. Kind of looking at the game clock,
timeouts left, they are at 0. So this was their last one. Waller still has 3 left. I don't think they're going to be planning on calling any.
Hopefully they won't. If they have to use their timeout, something's wrong.
They need. You know what I wouldn't mind seeing is if they're not going to be a little bit more aggressive with the ball right here, is at least set it up and try to kick a field goal.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Run back towards the center of the field. The ball is on the near hash mark right now. Bulldogs going from left to right. They come running straight up the middle.
Taylor right up the gut with the quarterback.
And there's
the ball.
Woo.
I believe that's Evan Herzog for the Bulldogs able to get on the ball. There was a big pile up, and you can only imagine what was going inside the pile as Tyron Taylor was being pushed.
Just got a scoring update. The Brenham Cubs are on top of Magnolia West by the score of 49-28 in the third quarter. And Magnolia West is one of the teams that really has been on my radar watch when it comes to how the Bulldogs season will turn out, because they have an explosive offensive unit themselves. Matter of fact, they are averaging about 53 points. They scored 53 points last week in their victory over Tomball. So that's pretty interesting.
Pretty
and Brenham, it seemed like, was playing possum. It looked like they were dead in the water to start off. They started off tonight 2-2, 1-0 in district play, though, where it counts. And they're handling things right now up in Brenham. Here, the Waller Bulldogs trying to spoil Magnolia's homecoming. There's going to be a give to right, bouncing off of defenders, running to the right side. It looked like it was kind of a busted play, Coach.
Yeah, it's just a turnaround and handoff for I'd really like to see him give the kicker an opportunity to kick a field goal right here. I mean, at least get an opportunity. You want to add something, you can. But, when it comes playoff time and you need that field goal, what a perfect opportunity to kick a field goal right here.
Well, it looks like that they might let some clock run down. It's down to 8 seconds now on the play clock. And the field goal unit is not out. One second, they got to call timeout.
They finally called timeout with 1 second left.
So 1:46 remaining in the contest. And unless something miraculous happens right now, Waller's going to end up 5-0.
No, they're 5-0. They are, Mike.
They are?
Yeah, they are.
I can say it?
You can say it.
They're 5-0.
I'll agree with you. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And, I mentioned earlier this summer before we started that this is probably one of the best schedule layouts that Waller has gotten in years. As far as the longer you play the year, the tougher your schedule gets, and which is, the way it should be, because the better you should be getting throughout the year.
Yes, sir.
And so your test should get harder. I'm really disappointed right now.
They are going for
Fourth and five plus. They're in shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the left.
Taylor
boot
takes
action.
it,
Taylor.
and wow! Oh, that's a horse collar.
They're not going to call that.
Wow, that looked like a horse collar, though.
It did. At least if it wasn't a horse collar, it looked like a face mask.
Well, in defense of Coach Wright, I'm about to try to give you in defense of it. The ball's turned over.
Give me something to chew on.
At the 9.
I need something to chew on.
You have a 10-point lead. You don't want to have any chance of giving the team momentum with 1:38 remaining of a block or pooch of field goal to return for a touchdown, and they're back in it. So the ball is turned over. There's a big throw. Oh!
Did that ball hit the ground?
It looked like it may have.
They're going to call it a catch.
They're going to say McGowan just got himself a huge catch.
All the way up to the 48-yard line. I'm sorry, they're going to mark it back at the 47.
That's a 46-yard gain.
Bulldogs. That's the big play right there.
Red formation.
With 1:25 left.
To the right side. Smith goes back. He looks, running up out the pocket. Got a first down, and what a hit. Looked like he was going to slide, and he took a massive
Bradley
shot.
Zika coming up for the Bulldogs, but not after he gained about 15 yards on the play, inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. So the Waller Bulldogs kind of playing a prevent.
As Smith gets ready to throw, being flushed out of the pocket yet again. Oh, he dumps over a defender, throws the ball on the run, got a wide-open receiver down inside to the 20, spinning down to the 15-yard line, as making the catch was Gavin Goberson.
Yeah, they don't have any timeout, but they're moving the ball 3 plays right now. They've already moved the ball inside the 15 to the 13-yard line.
50 seconds remain in the contest. Bulldogs are up by 10. Smith looking to throw, being thrust out, and there's a low throw to the receiver in the flats, and it looks like it's going to be incomplete.
There wasn't anybody within 10 yards of him.
Well, they did change out a bunch of personnel. Now, what it does do for Magnolia, this serves as a timeout. Now, they still got to score twice. 31-21 is the score. 43 ticks on the clock.
I'm not going to say anything about not attempting the field goal anymore.
The ball's at the 13-yard line. Smith looks. He's being pressured out the pocket, running to the right side. A big hit.
Good tackle. It looks like Colin Sims Davenport. It is coming up, making a good play, keeping him from going out of bounds.
The clock does continue to run. 25 seconds left. Lining up, 3 receivers to the left side. Smith takes it, looks, wants to throw. He runs.
He's got room.
And he's going to be hit down into the 5-yard line. 14 seconds. They stop the clock.
There's a flag in the secondary, so there's going to be probably holding on the Bulldogs.
That's going to give them half
now,
the distance.
Let me ask you this. Now, what happens to the momentum that we gained by a 10-point lead? Now you get this right here, and now it puts a wholly different taste in your mouth toward the end of the game.
It does, but I'm still comfortable that I have a 10-point lead with 14 seconds.
I don't feel like we're going to lose, but I'm just saying, why do we have to go through this right here?
So they're sorting things out right now. It was a penalty against Waller.
It's a 5-yard mark off because of the shortness of the field. The ball is...
Now, what's important, the clock should start back once they spot the ball.
On a penalty?
Well, no, it was a penalty. You're right.
So it's a 2.5-yard line. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the left. Quarterback is back.
He's
Touchdown.
down. Oh, no, he was down. Looked like he was down to me.
So with 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter, Magnolia Bulldogs go down and score. Makes the score 27-31. If they can just kick an extra point and make it a 3-point game here. So the extra point team is out for Magnolia.
Well, we know what's coming next.
We know that an onside kick. The snap is back. The kick is no
good.
Good pressure by the defense of the Waller Bulldogs. So that really spoils the comeback attempt right there with the failure of the extra point.
Because they're not
I'm going to go back to just a bad taste in my mouth of just even them having the opportunity to go down and score with under a minute left.
But now, in theory, I do agree with that because what I'm saying is if you go for it, you're eating up clock, okay? You then avoid a potential turnover that could really change the momentum of the game with a minute and 41 seconds at the time or the 38 seconds at the time of the extra point. You're down at the 9-yard line, okay? They got 91 yards to go. Your defense has been playing exceptional all night. Well, they got a little lightning in the bottle here this last drive. I'm going to have to agree to disagree with you on that. I know you got a better taste on that.
Same scenario. You go for it on 4th down. You don't get it. You don't get any points, and then they drive it right down your throat and score. What's the difference between a fumble right here on a bad snap or something and going down and scoring?
Time. Because they had no timeouts. They had no timeouts. So I'd rather take the odds of going 91 yards. 91 yards with no timeouts?
Yeah, we're gonna agree to disagree right here because I'm gonna take 3.
You gotta love it. I know you'll take the 3 because you're greedy like that.
But not only that, but you give your kicker an opportunity to get some experience in a good game situation.
Onside kick is recovered by
great
Waller,
job,
and the discussion is null and void.
Great job by Isaiah Lassard as the onside kick comes. He thumps him right in the chest as he covers it up and gets down on the ball. No time runs off the clock. There's 7 seconds left. As you know what, though, here's the whole point of it, Mike. The end of the ball game, and what now, though? You still have that sour taste in your mouth.
Yes.
Even though you come away with a victory.
Yes. I agree with that. I'll agree with that. But we got the victory.
Now, I would rather get the 3 points. Okay, if you miss it, you miss it. You know, if you don't get the fourth down, they get the ball anyway.
Then you have 2 touchdowns
anyway.
you need to score.
You make it, you go up by 14.
As the Bulldogs take the kneel down.
That's the Bulldogs. They spoiler, homecoming spoiler. The fight song is kicking off.
My comrade has a bitter taste, but the Bulldogs.
I do. I do have a bitter taste in my mouth right now.
Oh, my. We want to thank Galileo's Mexican Grill, the Learning Tree Daycare Center, Green Lawn Care, Armor Industries, Varsity Grill, Larry's Automotive, Temple of Refuge Ministries, the Waller Bulldog Club, the Hempstead Theater, Attorney Lee Van Richardson Jr., and Sam Bernard Electric Cooperative, the Waller Bulldogs, victorious over the Magnolia Bulldogs by the score of 31-27. Waller extends their record to 5-0. Magnolia, meanwhile, record will go to 0-2 in district play and 0-5 overall. So the Waller Bulldogs are meeting in the center of the field, shaking hands with Magnolia. Another well-played-out game, even though there was some controversy toward the end. You got to like the way the Bulldogs rallied. We'll give you a quick summary.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
The second half, again, as we said before, just good, solid second-half play from the Waller Bulldogs. They've shown it the last few years, and they continue tonight coming out. I'd love to sit here and say they pitched a shutout in the second half, but giving up that score late, it doesn't mean anything. We win, and that's end result. It doesn't matter how you do it as long as you get the W on your side.
That's it. As long as they got the win. So the Bulldogs got
to get some water and wash my mouth out, and we're going to move forward.
Bulldogs got on the board early in the first possession with a field goal from Bazan from 26 yards out at 6:49. Magnolia came right back with a 6-yard touchdown run by Xavier Nero at 1:41 to give Magnolia the lead 7-3. The Bulldogs then gave up another 1-yard touchdown run to the quarterback Josh Frazier at 9:01. Magnolia had a lead of 14-3. A 2-yard touchdown run by Eric Wright with 3:51 in the second quarter had the Bulldogs trailing by the score of 14-10. A missed field goal by Canis of 37 yards, and we went to halftime with Magnolia on top of Waller by the score of 14-10. First possession of the second half for the Bulldogs after got a fumble recovery at the 42-yard line of Magnolia was capped off with a 6-play, 12-yard touchdown drive or touchdown run by Tyron Taylor to give the Bulldogs the first lead of the night, and they never relinquished it at 9:31 to make it 17-14. Another fumble recovery by Brad Ziegler. Looked like the Bulldogs were going to start separating themselves, and they turned over the ball at 3:51 of the third quarter. A 1-yard touchdown run, 22-yard touchdown pass, by McGowan to make it 21-17 as that game saw the Bulldogs relinquish that lead for moments, just a moment. Bulldogs come right back with an 8-play, a 63-yard drive, capped off with a 1-yard touchdown run for Eric Wright at 26 seconds of the third quarter, made the score 24-21. Turnover downs for Magnolia with 9:47. Waller then takes over and goes 7 plays and 43 yards to get a 4-yard touchdown run by Tyron Taylor to make it 31-21. Another turnover of downs and a little indecision, if you will, on Coach on Coach. Lord have mercy. What's this? I didn't forgot this. Randy Allen. Coach Randy Allen said that he wanted the 3. Didn't get the 3. So it was a turnover of downs with 1:38 remaining, and then a 2-yard touchdown run by the quarterback Jacob Smith. The missed PAT kind of secured the fate for the the Bulldogs, and our final score is 31-27. Waller ends up going 5-0 in district play, 2-0 in the district. Strong performance again by Eric Wright, Tyron Taylor, and the defense for the Waller Bulldogs.
Yeah, and I do stand corrected. I said that they had a shutout going in the second half, but actually I was wrong in that, because it was 14-10 at half, and they did score to get it 21. So I do stand corrected there. But hey, man,
you're feeling better though now, right?
You know, I got me a drink of water. I washed that bad taste out, and I'm happy to have that W.
Yes, sir. So am I.
It's you know, it's a good thing. It's something they needed, and it's good to have it. So absolutely thrilled with that.
As the wiring begins to unravel here for the Bulldogs coaching staff, our next broadcast will be next week, as the Waller Bulldogs will go on the road to take on Tomball Memorial. Tomball Memorial Wildcats will host the Bulldogs. That kickoff time is scheduled for 7 p.m. at Tomball, Texas. Mike Prince and Randy Allen will be there as we wrap up here from Magnolia. The Waller Bulldogs win the Battle of the Bulldogs tonight by the score of 31-27.
Yep.
Randy, it was fun.
You're going to be there next week?
I'm going to be there next week. You going to be there next week?
Absolutely.
Well, I tell you what, as they used to say when we were growing up, we're in the same neighborhood, same time, same bat channel.
Same bat channel.
Well, how about the same Bulldog channel?
Same Bulldog channel.
All right. I'm Mike Prince. He's Randy Allen, the Waller Bulldogs, 5-0. We'll see you next week. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember to follow us on Twitter at OBN_radio. Ladies and gentlemen, God bless. Have a wonderful. Are you tweeting over there? Have a wonderful, wonderful night, and we will see you on the other side. Good night.